offense for the first time. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Now Rush.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They run again with Dowdle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Rush. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rush to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Play fake. Here's Rush.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine, and I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An inside give, Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cooper Rush and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. They go play action with Rush. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw Rush. It's caught left side by Cooks. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A good pickup there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Burrow will throw.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase.
41 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going?
Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
Here we go.
Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Fighting. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On one, ready?
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Dot.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Rush. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front.
Here we go.
Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
11.
A loss resulted.
Dot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They will toss to Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to Brown. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
Here we go.
4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Gun.
Brown will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Brown once more. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cowboys offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught, and he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Out of the shotgun, Rush.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rush working from the gun. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They run here with Dowdle.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Rush.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Opposite. Green, check white. Blue, check.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them.
He's got a man, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 28 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Aubrey now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Micah Parsons
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Rush to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he slings one that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays
12,
out.
12.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Shot.
Burrow on play action.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
81 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game, too.